Greetings, family and friends. Welcome to my channel. This is Personal Gov. I'm JP Watkins. This is where you come to get food for your mind and motivation for your soul. And today's topic is, are you letting foolish pride imprison you? Now, this is something I definitely can speak to. I've been guilty of this more times than I care to admit, but I know this is something that a lot of us can identify with, especially us men. You know, a lot of times we fall into that trap of toxic masculinity of, I'm a man, I don't need no help, I don't need to ask for this, I don't need to ask for that. So a lot of times we suffer in silence, and needlessly so. So that's what I want to ask you today. Have you been guilty of foolish pride? Not just pride. That's one thing, being prideful. Hey, you feel pride, you take pride in your work, you take pride in what you do and how you do it. That's, hey, a lot of people say, hey, that's a good thing to take pride in yourself. But foolish pride, that means it's unwise. That means it's lacking foresight. It's lacking, it's ill-considered, right? So, this foolish pride, it can imprison you. Because a lot of times you become imprisoned by your self-limitations. Why? I don't want no help. I ain't gonna ask for no help. So now you're suffering in silence. But why? Why? You're a human being. So what if you're a man? So what if you're a professional? So what if you're established? So what? So what? At some point in time, everybody need a hand up. At some point in time, even some of the most established people, they had a team. Steve Jobs had a team. Bill Gates got a team. Warren Buffett got a team. Even the most established and most esteemed people, they had mentors. Tony Robinson got a mentor. T.D. Jakes got mentors. Les Brown got mentors. Even these established people, these highly successful people, they are wise enough to know that they need to get some mentorship, to know that they need to access other human capital, to access counsel at some point. Sometimes we can take ourselves to a certain level. Think about it. Tiger Woods, hey, he still got coach. He got somebody that he go to help him coach. When different heavyweight boxers, different athletes, LeBron, he got a team, but he also have people off the court, right? People that's helping him, with his financial decisions, run his business, run his empire. So if these people are doing it, operating at the capacity that they operating at, being as successful as they are, let's ask ourselves, maybe it's something to that, So are you being imprisoned by your foolish pride? If that's what's holding you back, the fact that you won't reach out. You're like, well, no, I don't trust with people. I don't fox with people like that. I don't want nobody around. I want people in my business. Well, some would argue you don't have no business. And why? Why? Because we let our pride imprison us sometimes. Think about it. A lot of times people are lonely. They're depressed. But what do? Proud. They push people out. Hey, I'm suffering. I don't want to let nobody know that I'm suffering. So when people ask you, hey, what's going on? Stay out of my business. Start cutting people off, shutting people off. And now your worlds get smaller and smaller and smaller. Now, don't get me wrong. I understand that quality of friends is the new quantity of friends. I understand that, hey, you ain't got to be popular. It ain't about having a whole bunch of people around. Because you can be in a bar and still be lonely. Because you got a lot of bodies around there. Lonely in a crowded space. But a lot of times, we have this pride, and it's like an electric fence. And we lock everybody out. But what we also are doing is locking ourselves in our own hell inside our head. Locking ourselves out of plenty of opportunities. Because think about it. If you don't ask for help, if you don't reach out, and a lot of times you don't even have to just ask for help. Ask how you can be of help. Hey, how can I help you? Blah, 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 this and that. Then people start talking, hey, what do you do? Well, I'm transitioning from this profession to that profession. I'm in between jobs, but, rather than sit around and do nothing, I figure, you know what? Let me reach out and help somebody else. That's a good way to help myself. And you never know, opportunity may open up. Why? Because you're not sitting around, sitting in somebody's basement, sitting on somebody's couch, being all angry and arrogant and like, hey, I don't need nobody's help. I just tough it out. And how long you gonna tough it out? How many months? How many years? How many decades? Because sometimes foolish pride can imprison you like that. A lot of times, you got pride. You done said something that you shouldn't have said. You done snapped at your wife, or you done cussed out your brother, and now y'all ain't on speaking terms because you done really went to the nth degree. And now you got too much pride to apologize. You know you was dead wrong, but will not apologize. Come on. If you were in the right and somebody cussed you out and you say, hey, you know what? I'm not going to be disrespected like that. I'm not going to have my nephew or niece cussing me out. Say, hey, don't come around here. If you can't talk to me and respect me as your uncle, so on and so forth, then you won't come around. Now you would expect them to say, hey, I'm sorry, I was drinking, I was tripping, I apologize. But when it comes to you, you got too much pride. You too big of a man to say, hey, I'm sorry, you know what, I was out of pocket. Or I didn't mean that. I didn't mean to make that mistake. Pride will imprison you if it's foolish. So I want you to ask yourself, what are you going to do today? What are you going to do today that's going to let you know that you're growing? Are you one of them people? I ain't gonna lie, I don't love it. I've gotten better, but I still got room for improvement. Because the first stage that you want to get in is managing your pride, right? We got to get into a place where we can manage things first. So I'm not asking you to master it yet. Let's get to managing your foolish pride. First thing you got to know if you got an issue. If you got an issue, yeah, I got an issue. I be tripping. I know I be tripping, and I know my pride be a little too foolish. Okay, that's the first step. Next step, now let's start managing it. So what you gonna do about it? If you know you got an issue with foolish pride, good. Second step, what you gonna do? How you gonna address it? What steps are you gonna take to improve? Are you gonna check out some books? You're gonna check out, maybe some YouTubers, maybe some evangelists, maybe check out some TD Jakes, some Dr. Miles Monroe, maybe check out a little bit of Les Brown. It's, the list is long. Tony Robbins. Even just go to your local library. Pull up some topics. Pull up something on pride and ego and stuff like that. So that's what I want you to do. We're going to just hang it right there. That's a good place to stop. Let's get on managing that pride. And let's see what kind of opportunities that you can discover, that you can trip up over. And also think about, a lot of times, if you're too proud, you don't want to ask for help, then ask how you can be of help. That's a good way to get help. I truly believe that one of the best ways to help yourself is to reach out and help somebody else. So a lot of times, if we coming from a genuine place and we just being transparent and being honest, hey, we can help ourselves by helping others. But pride, don't let it lock you out. Don't let it lock you out of love. Don't let it lock you out of opportunity. Don't let it limit your lot because you're so proud, too proud. Well, I'm going to leave you on that note. And if you haven't subscribed, please consider. If you know somebody that could benefit from this, please share it with them. And that's my time for the day. And you already know what 3 I'm going to leave you with. Persist, believe, and achieve. That's my time.